This is St. Mary's Church of Penzance. My grandfather, Thomas Hannibal Hoke, was a verger here in the early 1900s. Every Saturday evening he used to go down to the boiler and stoke the fire up, get it ready for the following morning service. The boiler was run by coal, ash. This church was built in 1835 and it replaced St. Mary's Chapel, which was pulled down in 1832, 1833 maybe, where the congregation was getting too big and needed a bigger church. This is St. Mary's Chapel. We just built it. My father and his three brothers served here in the church as choir boys. And Wilfred and Leonard served at the altar. If I read you something from the book by Peter Mound, Penzance, the Holy Headland, in 1321, Lord Tithe, the then Lord of the Manor, was executed for treason because he had fought against King Edward II at Boroughbridge, and there is a reference at his inquest to a chapel that he had endowed with an income of £4 per year. Either the prior of St. Michael's or the rector of Madron was to celebrate Mass there daily. So the St. Mary's Chapel, the original church, was built around 1321. Confirmation later. St. Mary's Chapel was built in the 13th, 14th centuries. An infantry of St. Mary's Chapel, on the other hand, taken in 1538, makes sad reading. All that the chapel possesses at this time is a chalice and 2 salvers, a flagon of silver, 2 tin flagons, a carpet and linen cloth for the altar, a pulpit cloth and cushion, a linen cloth for the desk and font and Eucharist, a Bible, 2 prayer books, and a bell. In this church is the former font where Sir Humphrey Davy got christened. Here you will see a great grave all the way down where a lot of people a couple of centuries ago, I think it's the 16th century, who died of a disease. You know, think of maybe typhoid or something like that. Confirmation later. This grave is the grave of William Millet, who was a historian and wrote a lot about Penzance. As you can see, William Millet, Esquire, can't read it. No, can't read it. I'll talk about that in another video. Here is his wife, Elizabeth Millet, who died at Penzance, October 10th, 1838, age 82, relict of William Millet of St. Mary's, Scilly, who died there August the 25th, 1791, age 33. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. This is an imprint of a lamp where the choirs used to come and sing carols. This was at the top of St. Mary's Chapel, a spire in the old original church. Of course, chapel and churches is just the name of the. It's a building, really. The church is for the people that dwells therein. And there's another relic of St. Mary's Chapel. It's Jesus' mother with Jesus. And that's the right way, right side to see the baby Jesus. Of course, it's a bit rotted away now over many years. This is the resting place of John Barwis, a former teacher of the town, who died in 1854. And there's a hill named after him. Actually, it's Barwis Terrace, but we all call it Barwis Hill. It's not very good, but this is the interior of St. Mary's Chapel. It's not a photo, it's a sketch. He's a former priest of St. Mary's, one who even christened me, should I say. In 1953. A resting place of Canon Newton, who was vicar at the time when I was at St. Paul's, which became part of St. Mary's in 1972. And here's the Lord Jesus. A lot of, in today's generation, they're hard job to say his name unless you're Christian. Right. And there's it's a kind of a war. It's a war memorial, like, who served in the war, 1914-18 war. Here is the resting place of Canon Carr, beg your pardon, Rex Carr, who was headmaster of St. Urban's School. I believe his father was Canon Carr, vicar of this church at some point, in the 1930s, I believe.